Hello everyone, it's Lee here. Thanks for joining me again for another day of Junk Journal January. Junk Journal January is hosted by Meg from Meg Journals, and she's collaborating with Get Missy Art this year. So we're up to day 22. I'm going to do a couple of days today. So day 22 is old and new. So just open up my journal, my scroll, and I hope you all saw my beautiful butterflies, which was day 21. And my rabbit, which was day 20. So here are my butterflies. They've been asleep in the journal, in the scroll, overnight. So they're quite happy to wake up, pop up and say hello to everybody. Oh, come on, guys. What are you doing? Got your antennas tangled again? There we go. So that was day 21. I did that. And I'll have an actual process video of that within the next couple of weeks. So we're moving along to the next space in the journal, and we're doing old and new. And I'm going to keep this pretty simple this time. I've got old book pages, which I'm going to just fill in a bit down there. And I have an old image of a plant, of a flower, a new image from a digital kit. So it just depends which one fits in better, which one I'm going to use. I actually like this one better, so I think I'll be using this. So the first thing I'm going to do is just stick down some of these papers, and I think I'll use one larger piece of music paper to go as the base, right there. So I'm just going to use glue stick for this piece. I got rid of that horrible, really sticky, gooey one. And I'm trying to remember to put the lid on every time now. And hopefully I won't have that problem with the glue going all gummy. I think that's what happened to it. But I could be wrong, and that's not going to stick. So I'll just use a bit of art glitter glue on that. Might be something coating the paper that's stopping that from sticking. And I don't want things falling apart. They have to be fairly strong to survive the rigours of the scroll. And I've got a bit of poetry paper here. And this one might work with glue stick. It's a different type of paper. So I would like to just pop that there. And another piece of it down in this corner. Bit of a balancing act there. A piece of this advertisement for the sewing machine, and what part do I like of that? Okay, let's tear this bit off. Read what people say, because that's what I do when I see my comments. I read them. Might not reply to them straight away. Depends on how much time I have. That's coming up already. Probably won't see that once I get everything else down. But I might think about getting this flower in here now. I'm just going to roughly cut it out. So I'm going to fussy cut that out, so I'll speed you through that. Alrighty, I'm just going to glue them down. Glue the old one down first. This is from an old Australian gardening dictionary, I think. Gardening dictionary, something like that. I just can't see it at the moment. It's got really good paper, nice and strong. It's perfect for this sort of thing. It's much heavier than copy paper. So I'm just going to put that up here next to the butterflies, because butterflies like flowers. It looks pretty nice. And then I'm going to put my sunflower about there, I think. It's pity that didn't go the other way. Never mind. Yeah, I don't want it to cover up too much of this, so I'm going to put it there. So I might just cut it, trim it off just below that leaf. Just going to use my X-Acto knife to cut that piece out. Looks better. So I'll have that out there like that. Then of course I'll have to put some splatters on it. When you're gluing down something like this, I find it easier just to put a little dot on the end of each petal, and then put the glue into the other parts of the flower. And just a little bit down the stem. Now I believe this calls for some splatters. So I'm leaving this really simple. And I think some white gesso splatters would look nice here. And it's handy because I've got it right in front of me. And I've got my brush here. So this is really watery, this one. It's probably about 50-50 water to gesso. Oh yes, that's nice. Now, pull that up. Get my butterflies out of the way. And I'll splatter some over here as well. There we go. So nice and simple for today, for day 22, old and new. So I have my flower out of my old book, gardening book, and then my new is my flower. It's 22 completed, and I love it. I love how simple it is, and you can't be doing elaborate stuff all the time, so you need to counterbalance it with some simple things. Day 23 is stickers. So I don't have a huge supply of stickers. I have a few, but not a great deal. So I'm going to see what I've got in amongst my stash. And I've got a couple of Tim Holtz. Just drag it back out a bit. I have these ones that I bought that are from Kaisercraft, which is a craft store in Australia. So there's some quite nice ones in here, and they're not glossy, which I really like. And I love these strips. So I'm thinking perhaps one of these strips would look nice in between the days for a start. Actually, I think I'll just put one of the decorative ones in between here. And I'm leaning towards this one because it's got like a mosaic type design on it. And wow, look at that, it's going to fit straight in there, I think. Tiny little bit hanging off the edge. I can snip that off later. And I bet it's not straight. Never mind. So I'm going to use that there, and then I'm going to build a little bit of a collage out from that. And then I will put some more stickers on there. So why not just stay with the same papers, pop them out of the way. Or actually, you know, this has been sitting on my desk waiting to be used. So I'm going to use a piece of it. That and some of the same papers I had before. So a little bit of music paper, because music paper makes the world go round, along with butterflies. And music paper fixes everything. So if I put a piece of music paper there, I'm going to use about half of that and pop that in there. A bit more of this. Down here. I think it just needs something else to balance it. But that could probably be the sticker I'm going to put on. I think just a little bit of colour might go well in there. And I've got this bit of napkin left over from the other day. I'm just going to tear out these little yellow buds here. And I know you're all going, use a water pen. But I like to tear it, and I'm quite happy for it not to be perfect. So pop that in there like that. Maybe a little bit less of that to be showing. And then I'll find another sticker in that book to pop in here. So I'm going to glue these pieces down first. Now, we all love gluing doilies down, don't we? Not. Yeah, let's just pull this over a little bit. I actually thought to bring a gluing book with me today. I won't get my excess glue everywhere. Still sticking out everywhere. I want to squish that down a little bit. Thank goodness this glue dries clear. So that won't be purple for long. So I've got some of that music paper here. Put that down on there. And I had this. I don't know which way to put that now. Maybe that way, so it sort of acts as a divider. Like it's going to tell everybody that that is where that one ends, hopefully. I'll do that. And put that in there. Now my little bit of napkin. Can go just here. Okay, that's looking quite pretty. Should I use another strip of that paper? These stickers to end these off. Let's take those bits off where they go over the stitching. I'm actually thinking that I might do that. Do I still have them on my desk? Where are they? Back over here. So maybe one of these ones, do what you love each day and you will find joy. Maybe I should just put that saying in there. That's what I'm going to do. That's pretty different for me to do something like that. It's not my style, but normal style. But we'll pop it in there, see how it looks. So do what you love each day and you will find joy. Maybe joy doesn't want to be found. I'm sure she does. Okay, so that's, well, I'm going to leave that as that. That's that one, apart from a little bit of outlining. Just going to go around these. The reason I'm doing more than one at a time is I just need to get my challenges out of the way so I can, my daily ones anyway. So that's 2 months in a row I've done the daily challenge, and yeah, it's a bit taxing. So if I keep some of it quite simple, and get them out of the way a bit quicker instead of putting it off. I have actually enjoyed doing nothing for a couple of days. I've got a flip through of my Ephemeramba journal, so the link for that's going to be up in the top right hand corner. Yeah. And the last video I did was my butterfly one for this. So that is day 22, old and new. This is day 23. Do I need to do anything else to that? I'm just going to draw a wiggly outline around here. I wonder what it'd be like if I went around these. It'd take hours. No, it wouldn't take hours, but it'll make the video a bit longer. I will do that off screen. That's day 23 done. Sweet and simple. Love it. And I need to use more of my stickers. I don't have a lot of them, but I just don't get them out enough. So I would really like to start using them a bit more. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what you think. I love it when you leave a comment. And we'll do the next one, is scenery. I do have some little watercolour paintings that I could use. Here's one right here. Maybe I should use that, but the paper's really thick. Can you separate this? I've never tried to separate watercolour paper. Maybe if I tear it. See, it's my painting, got my signature on it. I think I can get that apart. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to get that separated and then I'm going to work on this next one. Alright, I managed to get that off, so I'm left with that fairly thin piece of paper there now. So let's just roll this over a little bit. So I'm going to basically do the same thing, do a bit of a collage down there and then put this in. But I thought I could get that in here so this sort of fits in with the one before. Look at that. And I don't want to miss those trees. Unfortunately, I might have to. I wonder if that will come up. Yeah, I can do that. I'll have to stick them down with glue because I don't think they're going to stay there. I'm not going to use old paper on this one today. I'm going to use some of the tissue that I stamped to use in this project. So maybe one of the painted ones will do. I like that. Like this. It's got some gold. Don't know if that's showing up in the camera. So I'll use that. So, what are we doing? I want to cover this up. I'm going to use this piece here because it's got some of the gold in it. And I'm going to tear it up and stick it down randomly. So I'm going to put a piece, this bigger piece, right down there. I think this should stick with glue stick. So if you go there. And I'm just going to make like a patchwork of this particular tissue. I'm not going to put it there because my house is going to go there, like that. It has to go. Actually, I'm going to take some of the bottom of that off so I'm above that stitching, and I can fit it in better. That's better. I like that better. So I just need to fill in a bit more here. And then I might leave a tissue trail to the next day use the right end of this glue stick helps. Oh dear, nothing wrong with me. Okay, so one bit more I think, let's have a look. Yeah, just another bit here. There we go. I hope that's in the right place. Yep. Okay. Pretty happy with the way that looks at the moment. Now that I don't need that to come up, so because I tore the bottom off, I can glue this bit back down again. But maybe I shouldn't. Oh, okay. I'll just glue this down and then I'll decide whether that sticker's going to go over the edge of this thing or not. Just a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to put some hot glitter glue on there, make sure it sticks properly. Now I feel like it needs to have something else in there as well. Alright, what's on my desk? Oh no, that didn't work, did it? Don't think so. What's this one? No, I don't like any of those, but I want something on there. I could find another sticker. Couldn't really decide on what image to put on there, so I'm just going to make a little bit of a collage up the top and then stamp on it. I've got that stamp, this glue book over here, and then I'm not using it. Let's use it. That's what it's for. Okay, upside down is great, but this one's got a bit of a something or other on there, flourish of something. It's not a fleur-de-lis, it's like a little wheat thing, bunch of wheat or something. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there so it joins down to the little painting. It's going to need a bit of this bit of glue down here so it won't stick to the watercolour paper. We've got butterflies and feathers. It's got a big owl. Dragonfly. Maybe a bird. Come back to that in a minute. That's all words at the end. Okay, I always have like these little bird stamps, so it's going to be one of them. Okay, so I'm going to use my black ink. Okay, so I've tried it on a piece of paper and it works perfectly, so I'm going to put it in here. And we're going to put it right there. Yes, I like that. And I will add some gold splatters. Or maybe some white gesso. Or gesso through a stencil. And then put some gold splatters on it. I'm just going to put a little bit of one of these flowers up here with some white gesso. Just do some fill in random parts of it. Sort of spongy brush. You don't want to cover too much up. Then the gesso dries a little bit transparent as well. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe off some of the excess down here from up there. Something white, really subtle. Yeah, like that. And I'm just going to use the little tube in here. Don't want it to be covered. Okay, I'm liking that. So I've just used one of my little watercolour landscape paintings and a little bit of a collage up there and a bird stamp, some white gesso stenciled over it, and some gold splatters. So that's day 24. So I will just put my 24 somewhere. Where can I hide it? I'm just going to really lightly put it in there. And I think I'll do 25 while I'm at it, which is wordy. No, it's not. It's one colour. Oh, okay. One colour. I have to think about this. Okay, so one colour. So I'm just going to put down a mosaic of book page. Plain. I tore it all around from the edges of the page. I'm going to put that down. And then I've got a collection of spine pieces. So I'll put a piece of that in there. And that'll be my one colour. Okay, I'm just going to whack these down. Well, I might as well use that as a divider to separate the 2 days, or to, yeah, this day that I'm doing plus what's coming tomorrow, roughly, not exactly. So I like things to overlap a bit, and I don't like, oh, you know, I just don't like things to match up completely. We've got a little bit of text showing there, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to have that come over to there. And I like the rough edges, so I've deliberately collected bits that have the curl on them. I'll put this down as my last piece here. And what I'm going to do is just get my dauber and see with a very light colour if I can pick up some of the edges. So I've got antique linen because it's nice and light, just a hint of colour. Yep, that's exactly what I want. I just want to go around here so it gets picked up on, basically on the edges more than anything. I know some of them are going to be covered over, but that doesn't matter. That's enough. Put that there. Now I've got to decide what pieces I'm going to use here. That's a bit of the headband. There's another piece of headband. But I really like this bit here. It's got that hairy bit on it. Every time I look in my box I find something else. I like this too. That's the, you know, that's even better than the other bit. Cut a piece of that off. It's almost the same colour. Perfect. I think I like it that way. Like that. It does have a little bit of paper stuck to the back of it, so that's good, because those places will take some glue. I'll glue them up, and then I'll probably just put a big thing of glue on here where it's going to go. It's about there, I reckon. Yes, I really like that. It's very plain. Is it too plain? I think maybe it needs a little bit of a splatter on it. I reckon the best colour to use would be the colour that's already on there. So I'll just put a bit of this antique linen on here. Water it a little bit and then splatter it on. It's hardly noticeable. I feel like it's boring and it's missing something. Maybe just another little piece of book this might work. Just a piece like that. There. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put the glue down the middle. Like that. Actually, let's run some down here. Just want to make sure it sticks. Yep, I'm happy with that now, except it meets with that other line, so I don't like that. It's got to come down. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. Let me know in the comments what you think. So that's 22, 23, 24 and 25 done. 26 is wordy. Should I do that one? I've got 6 to go. So I can do 3 and 3. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. So let me just clear off my desk and I'll show you what I've done. I've decided that I'm going to put just a couple of little splatters on this of white gesso. Let's go from that side. Yep, that does it. And I'll just show you everything. We'll go backwards. So we've got day 25, one colour. So that's all book page, and that's pieces of our book spine. Day 24 is scenery. So I've used a piece of an old watercolour painting, just a little one. I've torn the backing off it so it's quite pliable. Stuck that on and then just done a little collage above it. A bird stamp and some gold splatters. Day 23, stickers. So I've got that there, that is a sticker. I've just made a little collage in the background and a sticker which was a strip the same as this. Do what you love each day and you'll find joy. And day 22 was old and new. Collaged the background with some old book pages and used a flower out of an old book page, off an old book page, and a flower from a digital kit. So that's my old and that's my new. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love it if you left a comment and a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I invite you to subscribe. And don't forget my butterflies if you want to look at that video. The link's in the corner. So I'll see you soon for another day or 3 of Junk Journal January. And then when it's finished, I'm going to do a scroll through. Someone suggested I should call it a scroll through, which I think is a wonderful idea. I love that sunflower. I love the bird. I love that. I love everything I did today. I'm really happy with it. And I love my butterflies. Pop-up butterflies. Oh, what's it called? His antenna's caught in my raggy tie. Oh, I'll get that off later. Bye. See you in the next video. Cheers from Australia. Hooroo.